So that just happened. In my previous video, I spoke about the Emorfik show. It was going to be that night, and everything was supposed to be like normal. I would go, do what I usually do, prepare, try to get the best shots that I can, enjoy the show as you should, and I was going to talk about it on here and tell you guys about how much I enjoyed it and do a couple of clips, the usual. But this was different. This is my Scout's honor. I haven't posted an event that I didn't like on this channel, at least not as of yet. And you guys can see in my channel that I've been to quite a few in the past couple of months, but this was different. Emorfik and all the guys that was with him, they showed me something today, and it was something that I didn't know that I needed. It was something that it spoke to me. It was theatrics. It was banger after banger after banger. It was crowd interaction. It's exactly how you would frame an event like this to somebody. But not only did it live up to expectation, in some instances they surpassed it. It was like it felt like the stars aligned tonight. And as fun as Neon Party Gras was, this now is definitely the highlight, not only of my weekend, but this is probably show of the year for me at this point. Like, we're in February. Everything else from now on will be based off of this show. The Infect show was close. It was very close, but what put this over the top, and you'll see it, is their presentation. And like, I know I'm being almost like melodramatic about it, but it was crazy. And this will be a long video, so I'm going to shout out now. Shout out to Emorfik, shout out to Gorilla T, shout out to Carol, and shout out to Sasa. You guys deserve all the flowers. I loved this show. Everyone did. It was probably the most unglued I ever seen Hippo, personally. The show was fire. This was Blackbird Senpai. Please like and subscribe. I'll get back to you, but this is going to be a long one, so sit tight, because I got a lot of content for this one, because it was nonstop. So, see you in a bit. So I actually came to the Purple Hippo pretty early this time. Just wanted to help out since, again, the night beforehand was Neon Party Gras, and of course there was a lot of pain and glitter and all types of other stuff that made that happen. So I knew that they were going to need to really rearrange some stuff for this event to go as planned. And I get there, I kind of get an idea about how I want to get the shots, I get an idea about how the stage is going to be, and I wait. I didn't expect anything out of the ordinary. And then when Sasa came, I just started shooting at that point, just really trying to get some pretty good content. And honestly, the way he played his set, it was probably the only breather we were going to get. Little did I know, right? Like, I knew Emorfik was angry, but I wasn't sure about Carol. For instance, I'd never heard any of his stuff before, so tonight was going to be my first night. I didn't really research into him, for example. So essentially, this was the true calm before the storm, and it was just a little piece before we went straight to hell, essentially. Next was Ezekiel, and he essentially got us acclimated into what type of fierceness was going to be on display on this very night. He did very good. At one point, I was like, man, he's doing really good. I hope everyone else is able to kind of step up for him. Little did I know. Again, like, a lot of this is me speaking in hindsight, like 2020, but I was kind of taken aback with him. I was like, hey, Ezekiel really has it. Definitely had the juice. I can't wait to hear more from him. But he led into Carol.
Human specimen is now being transported to the operation unit. Stand clear.
Line 1 is open for communication.
We have brought you here to witness the rebirth of a new species, an evolved version of mankind, and so. Some of you even hold special powers inside that you may not know about yet. And others are just witnesses to the non-believers. Let us begin the transformation process. the human was stripped away from me. My morbid future is now pending, waiting on the perpetual fear of my enemies. I've never felt more alive in this moment, only to be a lifeless carcass with one eternal mission. I must escape Carol World.
So I spoke to Carol a little bit when I first got to Hippo, and he told me to keep an eye out for his intro. And I kind of took his word for it. I knew it was going to probably be really cool and inventive, but I had no idea the type of theatrics he was going to pull before getting to his set. It was absolutely awesome. I'm going to show you it here. It's going to be a pretty long clip, but it was kind of mesmerizing. I really couldn't believe what I was seeing, because I was sitting there, I was like, man, this is different, and I hadn't experienced this anywhere really. Like, I don't think I've experienced something specifically like this myself personally in any venue, whether it be music, acting, like whatever, like theater. It was like this was just a tad more creative than the average. And I definitely have to give him that. Then he banged. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did that, then he banged. Like, he actually jammed the fuck out. I can't ask for more than that. So yeah, Carol was definitely making me think, like, man, this guy might be the one. Like, he might be the actual show. And then we're gonna have this other guy named Gorilla T, and then we're gonna have Emorfik. But again, little did I know.
Still climbing.
That's right, call for your mama.
I used to go by the name Medulla. This is my new project called fucking Carol. I fucking love each and every single one of y'all. Yo, I got one last one. We're just gonna jam out. Fucking let's get this shit. I love y'all so fucking much. Thank y'all for letting me come out here and debut some brand new shit. I fucking love you guys, yo. Big titty gang, if I gave you a boner, I love you.
So, long story short, Gorilla T was insane. Just his mix was like, it was like nostalgia, and it was like the new hard-hitting stuff, and it was like all these different feelings I was getting while listening to his set. It was really incredible how he was able to meld these sounds together in a way that seemed so him. Like, it seemed so natural and something very specific, but it almost felt like I've heard it before. It was very in tune, I think, to at least my musical taste. So for him, that was essentially what I was getting from it. It was definitely, it was the sense of a bygone era being rejuvenated again, especially in this scene. His decisions on different music to use to mix was very up my alley, and so I absolutely loved it. And by the time he got on, man, the crowd was pretty much insane. Like, I didn't bring up the crowd before, but it was pretty damn decent by the time Ezekiel came up. Like, if that crowd was on any other night, that would be a good night. So for them to just be packing it in, just stacking more people on top of each other just to listen to these guys shows what type of fan base they have. And look, after this show, I get it. But of course, this show was named after one man and one man only, and that's Emorfik. And essentially, I get why. I see why he was the headliner.
I want to see a big ass fucking split down the fucking club right now. Split that shit over. Yo, I got one question real quick. Who the fuck is ready for that angry shit?
Do not fear the world. Let them fear you.
Why do you even try anymore? You will never succeed. You're just wasting your time on something you'll never be good at.
Why don't you just give up?
Do you really think you can make it? Do you think it will work out? Do you really think people support
of what people will tell you in your life. They will do everything to see you fail. They will do everything to see you break down. You must resist the urge to believe that. You must neglect the hatred in this world. Do not let hate drive you away from seeking the truth.
Why don't you quit already? 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 Why don't you quit already?
No.
So we finally made it to the grand finale, Emorfik, and this guy is called Angry. And though he himself, the individual, seems like a very happy-go-lucky person, or someone at least in tune with their good side, the music speaks for his damn self, and I felt like I needed to jump out of my skin. It wasn't that I was uncomfortable. It felt like something was going to happen and I wanted it to. Like, it was guttural. And that's that shit. Like, that's what I get up for. Like, that's what I get out of bed to do this shit for. Screw views. I like if you subscribe, but this makes it worth it. He definitely got us to act a damn fool in there. There's people that I've seen in so many different raves just act completely outside of themselves this night. And I don't know if it was, again, the moon. I don't know if it was the stars, but I know it has something to do with the Emorfik at the least. Because the way he was able to elicit that reaction was amazing. The mosh pits were fierce. The head banging, chiropractors were salivating at the mouth at what would have been seen in this club. Purple Hippo was about to explode, and it was all because of Emorfik. He totally understood the assignment, and I can't say more to really convey how much fun he made this event. It literally got better as the night went on. I had never experienced something to where it constantly got better. Like, they just kept one-upping themselves, and I couldn't understand how. I just couldn't get it. But they weren't quite done. They still had 30 minutes left. So what they decided to do was Carol, Gorilla T, and Emorfik were just going to do a back-to-back. Yes. I'll be quick with the back-to-back. It was awesome. I don't want to say too much about it. I'll play some clips here. But yeah, guys, this was the event. I'm sure this video has gone past 20 minutes. It should. And man, I'm still in awe of the event. At this point, I just need to get some sleep, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm making it for me, but I think everyone should enjoy this one because Emorfik came to town and he showed us what was what. But yeah, this was Leopard Senpai speaking. I already told you to spill, like and subscribe. But yeah, I'll catch you next time. Hopefully with a show like this. Peace.
How you like me now? How you like me now? Yeah.